Okay, we're going to be flipping through this book by Paolo Pellegrin, and it's called. Okay, how would you pronounce that in the red? Irae, Irae. Oh my god, I'm sorry, guys. I have no idea how to pronounce this. It's embarrassing. This is a book I purchased many years back, again when I first started getting into photography. From what I understand, he's a member of Magnum. I think this book is well and truly out of print now. It's been sitting on my shelf unopened for many years. I thought I would at least open it up and have a look. As you can see, a lot of these photos are taken in war zones. I'll try to skip anything that's too violent. But look at that. Taken behind a screen which is shattered. It looks like it's almost like a moon or something. I mean, Cambodia, 1998. I will read out any small writing. 1998. Oh, I would have thought that these photos were a bit older. What a great photo. This, like, what is that, 4x4 or 12x12 photography? Maybe 4x4, I don't know. I mean, I've tried shooting in square, in 4x4, but can't say I'm great at it. I struggle with the framing. I'm so used to a 35mm. Scars here. Kosovo, 1999 to 2001. Again, I'll try to skip anything that's too violent or gory, or maybe I'll let you know in advance. This looks like when people were fleeing. I was still quite young when this was happening in the Balkans or in Kosovo, and I didn't really quite understand what was going on. I think I was too busy playing basketball and looking at basketball cards, to be frank. I'm gonna say that this is kind of like high grain black and white photography. In Japan you have Daido Moriyama, who also takes this kind of very high contrast grainy photography, but I don't think he meant to do it. I think this was just he's most probably in a bus somewhere and he's taking a photo of people moving in the snow. Iraq, 2003. Okay. Yeah. Hard to look at these photos, that's for sure. If you think about, like, what's the purpose of taking these photos? I mean, what's the use of risking your life heading out with a combat unit? I mean, maybe you're just capturing for posterity. Look how young these soldiers look. I mean, big props to these guys for going out there and taking these photos. Look at that lamppost. It looks like it's been completely fried. Yeah, she looks like she's praying. And the gradient is amazing. Yeah, it's incredibly sad to look at these photos. Darfur, 2004. This is when the year I arrived in Japan, and I remember during that first year I was waiting for my visa to come through, and I would read the paper every morning and drink a coffee, and I did read a lot about the conflicts in Africa at that stage, and it always kind of baffled me that the write-up would be like, 80 people massacred in Africa, but it wasn't on the front page. It was like on one of the middle pages, and it was a tiny paragraph. kind of made me think that the value of lives are different based on the country, which is really unfortunate. Kind of got me angry the more and more I read the papers, to be frank, because there were these huge massacres happening and hardly any media was focused on it. But this guy was over there taking photos. You're a brave guy. Is it the cover photo? Nope. It's not the cover photo. Palestine, West Bank, 2002 to 2004. I did have a friend who was over in the West Bank. She was working for the UN. She spent a number of years over there. Pretty brave lady. Oof. Almost looks like he's pleading for his life. There's the cover photo. Katrina, 2005. So this would have been just after the flood. This looks like it was all taken after the flood, I guess, when the waters had receded. This looks like a hospital. Tsunami, 2005. I assume this would have been Indonesia, no? Gaza, 2005. Haiti, 1995 to 2010. I have to apologize in advance. I have not spent much time reading about Paolo's work. What a brave guy though, to be traveling to all these areas. And that's a nice photo, isn't it? What a great photo. Kind of reminds me of the, what's that guy's name? Sebastian Salgado. Right to those photos he took in Brazil of the miners at the big backs. Muscles, muscular backs. What a great photo. That's interesting. These guys are way too cool. Yeah, I hope they're not child soldiers. Yeah, it's a bit of a troubling photo actually. Don't want to know what they are. Hopefully they're just burning tires. Afghanistan, 2006. High grain. Unfortunately, it appears not much has changed. Lebanon, 2006. Man. Yeah, I'd seen that photo before. That's an amazing photo. That's not a good photo. No. I've seen this one as well. This is a nice photo. I mean, I say nice, but I mean, it's nice is not the right word, is it? Sorry, it's going to be hard to share this, but Iran, 2009. I mean, it's very interesting how he takes photos. You can see a lot of action in his photography. He doesn't care so much about focus. I mean, focus is not the main point of his photography. He's got high contrast. This one's not so high grain, but I don't know if he meant it on purpose, but it is quite an interesting composition. I mean, it definitely captures a sense of like grief there. Again, sorry, it's going to be a bit hard to share exactly these. Palestine, Gaza, 2009. Oh, mama. Tough photos to look at. Okay, we're getting towards the end. I believe these are the last two photos. So let me know what you think. This is an interview with him. That's a great photo. I'm ashamed to say I still have not read this interview. Hopefully by the time you read this, I would have improved and read more photos. Is that Sean Penn? Kind of looks like Sean Penn, doesn't it? This one looks like, what's her name? Cruz. Let me know what you think. Pretty tough to look at all these photos, but I mean, lots of props to this guy for putting himself out there and taking photos.